I know from my ambiance videos that you guys love a good page turning sound. So I'll go through this and read some quotes to see you out and hopefully make some tinkly book sounds. So, Christmas magic is silent. You don't hear it, you feel it, you know it, you believe it. He who has not Christmas in his heart will never find it under a tree. The twinkling stars on Christmas Eve remind us of our many blessings. One touch of nature makes the whole world kin. Gifts of time and love are surely the basic ingredients of a truly Merry Christmas. We expect too much at Christmas. It's got to be magical. It's got to go right. Feasting, fun, the perfect present, all that anticipation. Take it easy. Love's the thing. The rest is tinsel. I really like that end. The rest is tinsel. That's so cute. Christmas isn't a season, it's a feeling. Remember to hug those you cherish. An embrace speaks louder than words. That's so true. I love that quote. Snow blankets the trees and the ground, awakening our senses to nature's winter wonderland. It is the personal thoughtfulness, the warm human awareness, the reading out of the self to one's fellow man that makes giving worthy of the Christmas spirit. Christmas is, of course, the time to be home in heart as well as body. The perfect Christmas is never found in a pile of packages, but in a gathering of hearts. Even as an adult, I find it difficult to sleep on Christmas Eve. Yuletide excitement is a potent caffeine, no matter your age. I have to agree. In fact, I think that the older I get, the more excited I get for not only Christmas, but birthdays and just celebrating things in general. Singing carols with friends and family fills the heart with warm fuzzies and the air with song. Each family's Christmas is as distinctive as the footprints of woodland creatures in the snow. The perfect Christmas tree. All Christmas trees are perfect. Christmas, all the roads lead home. Ah. The gift of love can never be overrated. Family and friends make the best presents. Okay. I'm gonna quit that now, and I'm going to bid you all farewell. Just so you know, there's a tiny little hint in this video of what's to come in the next video, which you don't want to miss because it will be both tingly and funny, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. It'll be very Christmassy too. Alright, thank you all so much for joining me for my first ever ASMR video and for sitting down at my window with me. I can't wait to do my next video, which I'm gonna get started on right away. I'm actually gonna leave you all with the window and snow